What's up, N.S.G. gang? It's your boy N.S.G. Baby, and I'm back at it again with another banger. As you guys can tell by the title, and this is a request. Shout out to you. You know who you are. This is 1993 Michael Jackson interview, Oprah, man. The link of this video will be down below, guys. Go check it out for yourself. If you're new to my channel, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Join the N.S.G. gang. What you waiting on? And comment down below what other videos you want me to react to next. And follow me on all my social medias. It'll be up here and it will be down below in the description box. Now look, this thing right here is 52 minutes long. So I'm going to be eating my sandwich while I'm watching it. So if you want to get something to eat, better go get you something to eat right now, because I'm watching the video. And I'm going to eat too. And I don't want nobody to come and tell me something he's smacking. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm eating. I'm comfortable around y'all. So, hey, I'm going to eat. So I'm not going to do too much talking. Let's get into the video. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, RIP to the King of Pop, too. Music playing. Mute that.
Well, how nervous are you right now? How what? How nervous are you right now?
I'm not nervous at all, actually.
You really aren't?
No, I never get nervous.
You don't?
No.
No. Not even for your first interview and it's live around the world? I thought you'd be a little nervous, but that's great. Because if you're not nervous, I won't be nervous. I just wanted to let the world know that when we agreed to do this interview, you said that you would be willing to talk to me about everything, and we haven't discussed one single question that's going to be asked here tonight. Just wanted to make that right.
Very true.
Very true. When we were watching, I was watching you in the background there, watching the video of you in the early years. Did that bring back memories for you?
It made me giggle.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen that footage in a long time.
Yeah.
And it brought back memories, yes. Me and my brothers, who I love dearly.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful memory for me.
Yeah. I saw you laugh when you saw yourself singing Baby, Baby, Baby.
Yeah, because James Brown, I think James Brown is a genius, you know. And it's with the famous Flames, just unbelievable. And I used to watch him on television. And I used to get angry at the cameraman, because whenever he would really start to dance, they would be on a close-up and I couldn't see his feet. So I would throw things, I'd be angry. I said, show him, so I could watch and learn.
So he was a big mentor for you.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and who else was?
Jackie Wilson, who I adore as an entertainer. And of course, music. Motown,
Yeah.
the Bee Gees, who are brilliant. I just love great music.
So when I look at those tapes of you, and heaven knows that putting this together, I think I've seen every piece of video ever done of you. And watching those tapes, when, especially in the younger years, you seem to really come alive on stage. There's something going on with you when you were a little boy on stage. Were you as happy off stage as you appeared to be on stage?
Well, on stage for me was home. I was most comfortable, and still most comfortable on stage. But once I got off stage, I was like very sad.
Really?
Yes.
And sad from the beginning? Sad since it's first started? Since
Lonely, sad, having to face with popularity and all of that. There were times when I had great times with my brothers, pillow fights and things, but I used to always cry from loneliness.
You did?
Yes.
Beginning at what age?
Oh, very little. 8, 9.
When you all first became famous?
Yes.
So it wasn't what it appeared to be to the rest of the world, all of us. I remember I was a little black child, wanted to marry Jackie Jackson, your brother. So, I mean, to all of us, we thought this was the most wonderful thing in the world. Who wouldn't have wanted that life?
It is wonderful. There is a lot of wonderment in being famous. I mean, you travel the world and you see things, you meet people, you go places. It's great. But then there's the other side. There's, which I'm not complaining, there's lots of rehearsal, and you have to put a lot of your time, give up yourself a lot.
Do you feel, I talked to Suzanne DePass the other day, and Suzanne DePass worked with you all for a long time at Motown and really groomed you all and found the outfits for the Sullivan Show. And Suzanne had some interesting theories about your childhood. We talked about whether or not it was really lost. Was it?
Well, especially now, I come to realize, and then I would do my schooling, which was 3 hours with the tutor, and right after that, I'd go to the recording studio and record, and I'd record for hours and hours till it's time to go to sleep. So it'd be nighttime, and I remember going to the recording studio. There was a park across the street, and I'd see all the children playing, and they'd be rooting and making noise, and I would cry. It'd make me sad that I would have to go and work instead.
I wanted to go to this, to hear what Suzanne had to say about your childhood. Sure. We're going to look at some pictures of you as a little boy. Okay.
Describe the performance that you put on.
You're young, Mike, at age 10.
Well, most of my songs are fast.
I mean, what do you put into it?
Well, whenever I sing,
I remember
that's what I
the clip,
really mean. Like I'm singing a song, I don't sing it if I don't mean it.
I met Michael Jackson. He was 9 years old, going on 10, and he was a little boy in many ways, and then he'd go out on stage and be this dynamic superstar.
The price it was, losing your childhood or having this kind of life.
Well, you don't get to do things that other children get to do. The simple things that they so much take for granted. Having friends and slumber parties and buddies and just hanging out. There was none of that for me. I didn't have any friends when I was little. My brothers were my friends.
Was there ever a place where, because, children, I remember playing games and talking to myself and playing with my dolls and all that. Was there, and I think every child needs a place to escape into a child's world, into a child's imagination. Was there ever a time you could do that?
No, and that is why I think now, because I didn't have it then, I compensate for that.
Really?
I mean, people wonder why I always have children around, because I find the thing that I never had through them. Disneyland, amusement parks, arcade games. I adore all that stuff, because when I was little, it was always work, 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 from one concert to the next. If it wasn't concert, it was the recording studio. If it wasn't that, it was TV shows or interviews or picture sessions. It was always something to do.
Did you feel, Smokey Robinson has said this about you and so have many other people, that you were like an old soul in a little body?
When I was,
Facts, man. Just like me.
Time when I was little, they used to call me a 45-year-old midget wherever I went. I used to always hear that, and I just would hear it, and I never thought about it. Just like when some people say, when you were little, when you started to sing, did you know you were that good? I said, I never thought about it. I just did it, and it came out. I never thought about it, really.
So here you were, Michael Jackson, with hits. You all had so many hits, 4 hits in a row, and you were crying because you couldn't be like other kids.
Well, I love show business, and I still love show business, but then there are times you want to play and have some fun, and that part did make me sad. I remember one time we were getting ready to go to South America, and everybody was packed up in the cars, ready to leave and go, and the planes about to, and I hid. And I was crying while I was hiding because I really did not want to go. I wanted to play. I did not want to go.
Were your brothers jealous of you when you started getting all the attention?
Not that I know of.
No. You never felt a sense of jealousy?
Let me think. No. I think they were always happy for me that I could do certain things, and but I've never felt jealousy among them, no.
Do you feel that they're jealous of you now?
I wouldn't think so. I don't think so, no.
No? What's your relationship like with your family? Are you all close still?
I love my family very much. I wish I could see them a little more often than I do, but we understand because we're show business family and we all work. We do have family day when we all get together. We'll pick a person's house. It might be Jermaine's house or Marlon's house or Tito's house. And everybody will come together and we'll fellowship and love each other and talk and catch up on who's doing what. And,
You all aren't all upset about LaToya and LaToya's book and the things that LaToya has said about the family?
Well, I haven't read LaToya's book. I just know I love my sister dearly. I love LaToya, and I always will. And I always see her as the happy, loving LaToya that I remember growing up with. So I couldn't completely answer on that.
Do you feel that some of the things that she's been saying are true?
I couldn't answer, Oprah. I had honestly, I haven't read the book. That's the honest truth.
So let's go back to when you were growing up and feeling all of this. Well, I guess it's a sense of anguish, I guess. So there was nobody for you to play with other than your brothers. You never had slumber parties. You never.
No.
So I'm wondering, for you, being this cute little boy that everybody adored and everybody who comes up to you, they're, pulling your cheeks and how cute, and this child prodigy, really, how adolescence affected you? Because I call, adolescence going through that duck stage where everything's awkward, And I'm wondering if when you started to go through adolescence, having been, this child superstar, did that was that a particularly difficult time for you?
Very, very, very difficult, really. Yes. Because I think every child star suffers through this period because you're not the cute and charming child that you were, and you start to grow. And they want to keep you young forever and little forever.
Who's they?
The public. And, nature takes its course. And
it does.
And I had pimples so badly, and it made me so shy. I used to not look at myself. I washed my face in the dark. I didn't want to look in the mirror.
Really?
And my father teased me, and I just hated it. I cried every day because of it. And
your father would tease you about your pimples?
He would tell me I'm ugly.
Your father would say
Yes, he would. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah. What's your relationship like with him?
I love my father, but I don't know him.
Are you angry with him for doing that? I think that's pretty cool, actually.
Am I angry with him?
Pretty cool.
Because adolescence is hard enough without a parent telling you that you're ugly.
It's very difficult. Am I angry with him? Sometimes I do get angry, yes. I don't know him the way I'd like to know him. My mother's wonderful. To me, she's perfection. I just wish I could understand my father.
And so let's talk about these teen years. Is that when you started to go inside yourself? Because obviously you haven't spoken to the world for, 14 years, I think is your last televised interview. So you went inside. You became a recluse, and that was on purpose. Was it to protect yourself?
I felt that there wasn't anything important for me to say. And those were very sad, sad years for me. And
why so sad? Because on stage we see you performing, you're getting your Grammys. Why so sad?
Oh, there was a lot of sadness about my past life and, adolescence and my father and all of those things. It just made me very, very, very sad.
So he would tease you, make fun of you?
Yes.
Did he ever beat you?
Yes,
He did.
yes,
And that was difficult to take, getting beaten and going on stage and performing.
yes.
And why would he beat you?
Because he saw me, he wanted me to, I guess maybe, I don't know if I was his golden child or whatever it was. Some may call it a strict disciplinarian or whatever, but he was very strict, very hard, very stern. And just a look would scare you, and...
Were you scared of him?
Very frightened. There's been times when he'd come to see me and I would get sick. I'd start to regurgitate.
As a child or as an adult?
Both.
Wow.
You've never heard me say this. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me.
Well, I suppose that everybody has to take responsibility for what they've done in life.
Damn.
And your father is one of those people who also has to take responsibility.
But I do love him.
Yes, I understand.
And I am forgiving.
Yes.
I don't go
But
around...
can you really forgive? I say this on my show all the time. Can you really forgive if you haven't gotten angry? If you haven't dealt with how you really feel? I don't know if you can go from having been abused to forgiveness.
I do forgive. There's so much garbage and so much trash that's written about me that is so untrue, but complete lies. And those are some of the things I want to talk about. The press has made up so much god-awful, horrifying stories
I know.
that are completely appalling.
I know.
Completely appalling. And so far from the truth. And it's made me to realize the more often a person tell a lie, the more times you hear a lie, you begin to believe it. If it's told often enough, you start to believe it. And it's appalling the things that have been said about me. And they're completely false.
We're going to come back, and I'm just going to go down the list.
Go down the list, Oprah.
Go down the list,
Go
Michael.
down the list.
When we come back, of all the things that have been said, the truth will set you free. We're going to talk about it.
Facts. The truth will set you free. Y'all know how this go.
Before we went to break, Michael was sharing with us what growing up being Michael Jackson and the star of the Jackson 5 was like for him, and had expressed that his father had beaten him. And I'm sure that what you're saying is true in what you believe, but since we don't have validation, I have to say that we haven't verified that. We talked about all of the rumors just before we went to the break. And there are so many that I would like, I normally don't write questions down, but there's so many, I didn't want to forget them. First of all, I have been in this house getting lit and getting prepared for this, and I've been all over the house upstairs when you weren't looking for that oxygen chamber. I cannot find the oxygen chamber anywhere in the house.
That story is so crazy. I mean, it's one of those tabloid things. It's completely made up.
Okay, but you are in something there. There's a picture of you. Where did that come from? How did it get started?
I did a commercial for Pepsi, and I was burned very badly. And we settled for like $1 million, and I gave all the money. We built this place called the Michael Jackson Burn Center. And that's a piece of technology that's used for burn victims, right? So I'm looking at the piece of technology, I'm touching it, feeling it, decide to just go inside of it, just to hammer around. Somebody takes a picture. When they process the picture, the person who processes the picture say, oh, Michael Jackson. He made a copy. These pictures went all over the world with this lie attached to it. It's a complete lie. Why do people buy these papers and it's not the truth? And I'm here to say, you know, do not judge a person. Do not pass judgment on anyone unless you have talked to them one-on-one. I don't care what the story is. Do not judge them because it's a lie.
But that story, you're right, that story, it was like it had legs.
It's crazy.
It is.
Why would I want to sleep in a chamber?
Well, the rumor was that you were sleeping in the chamber because you didn't want to grow old, and that was
stupid. That's stupid. It's completely made up, and I'm embarrassed. I'm willing to forgive the press and forgive anybody. You know, I was taught to love and to forgive, which I do have in my heart.
Facts.
But please, don't believe these crazy.
Okay, let's go down this. Did you buy the Elephant Man's bones when you were trying to get them?
That's another stupid story. I love the story of the Elephant Man. It reminds me of me a lot. You know, I could relate to it. It made me cry because I saw myself in the story. But no, I never asked for the Elephant Man. Where am I going to put some bones?
I don't know.
Why would I want to put bones?
I don't know. So where did that come from?
Someone makes it up and everybody believes it. If you hear a lie often enough, you hear it enough, you start to believe it.
Yes, and people make money selling tabloids. Yeah. All right. Just recently there was a story, and I know one of your attorneys held a news conference. There was a story about you wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial.
That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. I mean, why? Number one, it's my face as a child in the commercial. Me, when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity. That's like you wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense?
No.
So please, people, stop believing these horrifying
Then let's go to the thing that is most discussed about you, I think, is the fact that the color of your skin is obviously different than it was when you were younger.
Yes.
And so I think it has caused a great deal of speculation and controversy as to what you have done or are doing. Are you bleaching your skin? And is your skin lighter because you don't like being black?
See, number one, as I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know what it
Well, they used
is.
to have those products growing up. I used to hear always use bleach and glow, but you have to have about 300,000 gallons to...
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
Oh, man.
So it is.
He looks sad, yo.
It's a problem for me, okay? I can't control it, okay? But what about all the millions
yeah.
of people? Let's reverse.
Vitiligo, that's real, bro. Michael Jackson had that, yo. That's fucked up. Like, people don't understand it, you know. Because I know some people that got it.
Reverse it. Okay. What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun to become darker, to become other than what they are? Nobody says nothing about that.
So when did this start? When did the color of your skin start to change?
Oh boy, I don't. Sometime after Thriller, or on Off the Wall Thriller.
What did you think? I mean,
it's in my family. My father's head is on his side. I can't control it. I don't understand. I mean, it makes me very sad. I don't want to go into my medical history because that's something that's private. But that's the situation here. So please, when people see something like that,
I just want to get this straight. You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin.
Oh, God, no.
You did not purposely.
We're trying to control it, and using makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin. I have to even out my skin. But you know what's funny? Why is that so important? You know, that's not important to me. I'm a great fan of art. I love Michelangelo. If I had a chance to talk to him or read about him, I would want to know about what inspired him to become who he is, the anatomy of his craftsmanship, not about who he went out with last night, or why he decided to sit out in the sun so long. What's wrong with him? That's what's important to me.
How much plastic surgery have you had?
Very, very little. You can count them on 2 fingers. I mean, let's say this. If you want to know about those things, all the nosy people in the world.
But once we say it, we don't have to say it anymore.
Read my book, Moonwalker. It's in my book. You know, let's just put it this way. If all the people in Hollywood who have had plastic surgery, if they went on vacation, there wouldn't be a person left in town.
I think you might be right.
I think I am right. The empty.
So did you start having plastic surgery because of those teen years, because of not liking the way you look?
No, not really.
Not really?
No, it's only 2 things. Read it, get my book. It's no big deal.
Okay. You don't want to tell me what it is? You had your nose done, obviously.
Yeah, but so did a lot of people that I know.
Yeah. And so when you hear all these things about you, and there have been more than we
I've
are...
never had my cheekbones done, never had my eyes done, never had my lips done and all this stuff. They just go too far. I mean, it's crazy. But this is something that happens like every day with other people.
Are you pleased now with the way you
I'm never
look?
pleased with anything. I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
It's part of who I am.
And so when you look in the mirror now and the image that looks back at you, are there days when you say, well, I kind of like this, or I like that today?
I'm never
I think I'm pretty cute today?
I'm pretty cute today. No, I try not to look in the mirror. I really do, because I'm never happy with what I see. So I go on with my work and get it done.
I have to ask you this. So many mothers in my audience have said to please ask you this question.
Yeah.
Why do you always grab your crotch?
I remember this part.
Why do I grab my crotch?
Yeah, why? We think you got a thing with your crotch going on.
I think it happens subliminally. When I dance, if you're a dancer, you know, you're just interpreting the sounds and the accompaniment of the music. If there's a driving bass, you become the bass. If there's a cello, if there's a string, you become that. So you become the emotion of what that sound is. Okay? So if I'm doing a movement and I go bam and I grab myself, it's the music that compels me to do it. It's not saying I'm getting ready to grab down there and it's not a great place. You don't think about it, it just happens. Sometimes I'll look back at the footage and I'll go, did I do that?
Yeah.
So I'm slave to the rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sorry about the noise in the background. That's the alarm.
But
it'll go off in a
we're
minute.
going to fix it in a minute. We're in live television, so we're going to go to break.
So don't be freaked out.
These things happen. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta mute that.
Ready for the jam.
the thing. If Elvis took him into the stores in the 50s and the Beatles did it in the 60s, Michael Jackson is the...
I'm sorry, guys, but you gotta understand, they don't play.
Another armload of hardware.
Sorry about that background, guys. My sister. Loud. Oh, my sister's loud. Oh, fucked up.
When you have broken all those records, when you have the #1 album ever sold, the #2 album ever sold, when you've broken every record there is to break, when you have become an icon in the industry, is there always the pressure to do something bigger and something better?
Oh, gee, that is something. It makes it harder each time to follow up. So you try to be as original as you can be without thinking about statistics. Just go from the soul and from the heart.
Mm-hmm. And so when you think of that, what do? You meditate, you think, well, I will now do the Super Bowl. I will now...
No. I just create out of my heart, really.
I want to tell everybody, too, since we're back and we're live, we weren't prepared for, and I know this house probably wasn't prepared for all the lights that are here. And what happened was that the smoke alarm went off from all the lights that are around, and that's what happened, and that's why we went to break. So I wanted to also make it clear, because this is another rumor that's starting, that the only way I could have gotten this interview was that I contractually agreed to call you the King of Pop. And I would just like to say to the world, Michael did not tell me to call him the King of Pop. As a matter of fact, I haven't called you the King of Pop once here. And I frankly think that King of Pop is probably too limiting a title for you. I mean, I think that most of the world would agree that you're no doubt one of the greatest entertainers the world has ever seen. So you would be King of Entertainment, or
no, King of Pop.
That you were King of Pop, Rock, and Soul. Where did this whole notion that you proclaimed yourself King of Pop come from?
Well, I didn't proclaim myself to be anything. I'm happy to be alive.
Facts.
I'm happy to be who I am. King of Pop was first said by Elizabeth Taylor on one of the award shows.
As a matter of fact, we have that. Let's roll that.
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Like, that hit me right there, yo. Look, you can actually tell, like, rest in peace to Elizabeth Taylor, rest in peace to the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. I'm always calling him King of Pop. You gotta understand, you can actually tell when people actually have love for you. You can actually tell when people actually have love for you. No doubt, I'm just being honest with y'all. You can actually tell. Princess Diana, Elizabeth Taylor, all had love for Michael Jackson. You feel me? And they still do up there in heaven, you know? Like, and all the people that's down here, we all love the King of Pop. You feel me? That name is always gonna stick. That name always gonna stick. I don't care what nobody say. Damn what Oprah talking about, so that ain't limitless. Well, it's a limit, whatever she said. Damn what she talking about, he is the King of Pop, you feel me?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1989 Heritage Award and Sammy Davis Jr. Award recipient, and in my estimation, the true king of pop, rock, and soul, Mr. Michael Jackson.
And that's where this all started?
Yes, and then fans, all the stadiums that we play, they bring big banners that say the King of Pop, and jackets that say the King of Pop, and T-shirts that say the King, and they chant it outside my hotel, King of Pop, King of Pop, King. So it just became something that just, happens all over the world.
Happened.
Yeah.
But you didn't tell me to call you King of Pop.
No.
No.
Why would I tell you to call me
I've been calling you Michael.
Yeah, I think the press loves to just start trouble like that. I mean, again, do not read the tabloids, please. It's crazy.
Do you go out? Do you date?
Yes.
Who do you date?
Well, right now it's Brooke Shields.
Her fine ass.
Well, we try not to just be everywhere and go. It's mostly at home. She'll come over. I'll go to her house because I don't like going out in the public.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
Who haven't?
With Brooke Shields?
Yes, and another girl.
And another girl? I'm going to ask you this, and it's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you?
I remember this.
I just want to know. I'm a
gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
So,
I'm a gentleman.
okay, I would interpret that to mean that means that you believe that a lady is a lady, and therefore...
It's something that's private. I mean, shouldn't be spoken about openly. You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but, to me that's very personal.
So you're not going to answer it.
I'm embarrassed.
So you're not going to answer it. Well, we would like to know whether or not there is a possibility that you are going to marry one day and have children.
I would feel that my life isn't complete if I do not, because I adore the family life. I adore children, and I adore that whole thing. And I would love to. That's one of my dreams, but I couldn't right now because I'm married. I am married, but to my work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to my music. And it has to be that closeness in order to do the kind of work that I want to do. And
so what kind of woman makes you, I know in the video, wait a minute, no, in the video we're going to see later, we're premiering the real video, but you say that there's a line where you talk about being quenched. So what kind of person does that for you?
Quench my desire.
Yeah, quench my desire.
Yeah. Well, Brooke, I've always liked her.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was little, I used to stay with Diana Ross. Me and my brothers
Look at
stayed
Will.
with her for years. And I've never said this, I always had a crush on her.
You did?
Yes.
I heard, too, this was another one of those rumors, that you would propose to Elizabeth Taylor at some point.
What the hell? These people crazy as hell, man.
With Grammarly, you can find really good, no, perfect words that make your writing sharp, or explicit, or excellent, or...
Elizabeth Taylor is gorgeous, beautiful, and she still is today.
Yeah.
And I'm crazy about her.
Yeah, but did you propose to her?
I would like to have.
Yeah. Well, Elizabeth Taylor is here. Liz, can we bring Liz in now? Liz had said that she wanted to be here to hold your hand through this. You don't look like you need your hand held. Hi, Elizabeth Taylor!
No.
Hi. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Did Michael ever propose to you?
No! And I never proposed to him.
Never did. What do you think is most misunderstood about Michael Jackson, Liz?
All the things you mentioned. He is the least weird man I've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
He is highly intelligent, shrewd, intuitive, understanding, sympathetic, generous, to almost a fault of himself.
Uh-huh.
And he just, if he has any eccentricities, it's that he is larger than life, and some people just can't accept that or face it or understand it. His talent on stage, why I called him the king of pop, rock, soul, music, entertainment, whatever.
Yes.
There's nobody that can come near him.
Yeah.
Nobody
Facts,
can
man.
dance like that, write the lyrics.
Listen,
like
bro. That remind me so much of my grandma, yo. Like, seriously, bro. And when my grandma was alive, she always, man, like, even though I was hard-headed as fuck, but she always seen the good in me, you know, and like, me having so much talent, she always wanted me, excuse me, she always wanted me to show people what I can do with the cards, you know. She actually had a show for me, like, to actually perform Michael Jackson dance, because I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. When she first seen me do the moonwalk, like, when I actually did, I was doing the Cat Daddy. Remember that old ass song, that dance, and like they had a little break part in it, and I did the moonwalk and all that. I did the moonwalk, I did all that. I did that, and then like when she seen me do cards, she always wanted me to show people, man. I miss my grandma so much. She always like stayed on me. She always put me out in a spot, and I really appreciate it. Like, seriously. She always bragged about me, and I miss my grandma. I love my grandma so much for that.
that the music caused the kind of excitement that he does.
And why do you think you all are such friends? What has brought this kind of bond? Because people tried to make this be weird.
Well, it's not. I mean, our childhoods are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And we have that from the very beginning in common. I was a child star at 9, had an abusive father. And
That kind of brought us close together in the very beginning.
And what is it, I'm going to ask Michael this question later on, but what is it you most want the world to know about him?
What a wonderful, giving, caring, generous man he is, and how good he is.
And he's funny, too.
Oh, he's wildly funny.
He can crack some jokes, I tell you.
Yeah, but he's a good man.
When we come back, thank you for joining us, too, because I know you didn't want to be on camera at first, but thank you. Coming up next, Michael is going to give us not only a tour of his incredible amusement park and movie theater, but also a very special dance performance. For all of you who say he is faking the moonwalk with the mirrors, we got some proof coming up in a minute.
They said everything. Hell, I didn't even know that they said all
Let's see this
this.
bad man. Come on, let's go.
Damn, they said a lot of shit about Michael, man. It's life, man. It's life. Trying to play them King of Pop. You crazy? Trying to say Michael Jackson. Man, is you crazy? I know damn well they just said. I love that right there. I know damn well they just said Michael Jackson fake the moonwalk. Y'all smoking dick. Excuse my language. I'm just keeping it real with y'all.
Who's bad?
Michael Jackson.
Gotta mute this. Y'all just don't know. If you don't know who Michael Jackson, I'm pretty sure everybody in the whole wide world know who Michael Jackson is, but I'm just keeping it in the boat with y'all.
Now, this is what's shocking to me is that you even drive. What we're doing, everybody, is we're coming from Michael's house down to this amazing amusement park, which is, about several hundred yards, I guess, from the house. And this it's incredible.
Thank you.
And I want to know whether or not you did this for yourself or did you do it for all the children that you entertain here?
For myself and the children. Every 3 weeks we have terminally ill children that come to the house.
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish Foundation, Dream Street.
Every 3 weeks?
Starlight, yes. And these are sick children with cancer, and I entertain them. And they come here.
This is unbelievable. What I have to say is these are not, as I was talking to some sister here, these aren't just grandma rides here. These are some major rides. I mean, the Sea Dragon and the Ferris wheel, and there's that zipper over there.
The Wipeout.
Yeah, Wipeout. There are bumper cars here. It's really...
Thank you. Well, it brings out the child that lives inside of everybody. I love rides and things like that, but I share it with
Were you able to do it when you were a kid? And
not really. Sometimes, but not often.
But now you can anytime.
Every day, it's right in my backyard.
How often do you actually come out here and do this?
Whenever I'm here, I come out and I go on the ride.
Well, is this a part of you, what we were talking about earlier, the pain of growing up and not being able to experience all the things that kids normally experience, and so now you are fulfilling all of those
To
fantasies?
compensate, yes.
Really?
Yes, that's very true.
Do you think you can ever
that
really
supposed to be Walt
recapture
Disney
it, though?
right there?
Does it feel
That
the
is
same?
dope.
I mean, I don't know.
It's more fun. I
Is it
wouldn't
really?
change the past if I had to.
Would not.
I'm enjoying myself.
And here we are inside the theater. I had one too many sugar babies here the other day at the candy counter. But the candy's here for all the kids, and Pinocchio's here, and E.T.'s here. What's fascinating to me about you is that obviously you have this childlike aura about you. And I see children with you, and they play with you like you are one of them. But a child did not do this. A child did not put this together.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, this is really magnificent.
Well, thank you. I love to do things for children, and I try to imitate Jesus. And I'm not saying I am Jesus. I'm not saying
Yeah, we're clear on that.
Right. I'm trying to imitate Jesus in the fact that he said, to be like children, to love children, to be as pure as children are, and to make yourself as innocent and see the world through eyes of wonderment and the whole magical quality of it all. And I love that. And we have we'll have like 100 bald-headed children here who they all have cancer, and they're running around and they're enjoying themselves, and it just makes me cry happy tears that I was able to do that for them. You know, it makes me so pleased inside.
Well, when I came here to about a month ago to shoot commercials with you for promoting tonight's event, one of the things that really impressed me the most, and I hope you guys are getting shots of this. I don't know how you are if all the cameras are on us, but we got other cameras. Is that there are built inside the walls here beds for some of those sick children who come. And what I realized when I saw that is that you have to be a person who really cares about children to build it into your architecture.
Yes. We have children that come who are intravenously. They're very sick and they're bedridden, and they
Can't sit up.
Right, they can't sit up. And these beds, they're hospital beds. You push a button, they move up and they move down, and they're able to watch. We have a magic show. We show the current films, if it's cartoons, anything, you know, and anything so they can escape to that world of magic that they don't get a chance to experience, the world that I was deprived of.
Now, let me ask you this. You know, I believe everything happens in people's lives for a reason. Do you think that had you not missed a lot of the life and fun and fantasy of childhood, that you would be so in touch with children today? Would you relate to them as
I
you do?
probably would, but not as much. That's why I wouldn't change a thing.
Really?
Because I'm happy with the way things are and my caring for young people and everything.
Are you really happy now? Because you've seemed sad for a long time.
I was sad for years and years and years, but I'm happy. I'm getting there. Yes, I'm very happy.
And what's made you happier?
Being able to give back, you know, and to help people. Heal the World Foundation, which I formed, which helps children and healing in the world. We're doing Heal LA, which is, we have 3 goals in mind: the immunization of children, mentoring a big sister, big brother program, and education on drug abuse. And Jimmy Carter has teamed up with us to do Heal Atlanta. And we're going to go from state to state healing. You know, we've done Sarajevo, we've done lots of places.
I know, we have photographs of you from all over the world where you're with all of these children. One of the things I was saying before we went to the last break, before the alarm went off in the house and all of that, is that we were talking about the rumors. One of the strangest ones I heard was that when you're moonwalking, you're faking it, that you have some mirrors in your socks someplace, and that it's not really real.
No, that's not true.
How did you, first of all, you know, we've spent so much time trying to dispel the rumors, trying to get the truth out, that I haven't had a really opportunity to talk to you about how you conceive your music, how you conceive the dance. Where did the moonwalk come from, actually?
Well, the moonwalk came from these beautiful children, these black kids who live in the ghettos and, you know, the inner cities, who are brilliant. They just have that natural talent for dancing. Any of the new hot, the Running Man, any of these dances, they come up with these dances. All I did was enhance the dance.
Okay, I want to see you dance. I want to see you dance.
No.
I want to see you dance live.
No, I can show you a step or two,
okay.
But I'm a little rusty.
You know,
a little rusty.
You know Mike was gonna get up. You knew Mike was gonna get up. My man loved to dance, man.
That's the moonwalk.
What in the... Man, you can't tell me that man ain't hit that jump smooth. Yo, I gotta watch that again.
About the rumors. One of the strangest ones I heard was that when you're moonwalking, you're faking it, that you have
Man, you
in your socks someplace.
can't tell me he hit
It's
that.
not really real.
No, that's not true.
How did you, first of all, you know, we've spent so much time trying to dispel the rumors, trying to get the truth out, that I haven't had a really opportunity to talk to you about how you conceive your music, how you conceive the dance. Where did the moonwalk come from, actually?
Well, the moonwalk came from these beautiful children, these black kids who live in the ghettos and, you know, the inner cities, who are brilliant. They just have that natural talent for dancing. Any of the new hot, the Running Man, any of these dances, they come up with these dances. All I did was enhance the dance.
Okay, I want to see you dance. I want to see you dance.
No.
I want to see you dance live.
No, I can show you a step or two,
okay.
But I'm a little rusty right now. A little rusty.
Man, you can't tell me he didn't hit that motherfucker smooth, man. He hit that moonwalk so damn smooth.
Yeah, we got you from the silence. Okay, just show me slow motion. Could you show me slow motion? Wait.
Bro, what the hell?
It's pushing and there's it's mainly like a popping type of thing. Well, sorry.
I saw it live. I saw it live. And so you took it from the kids who were doing it.
Yeah, because I think they're the real dancers.
Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before to shoot that commercial, you were preparing for the Super Bowl. You were supposed to...
do this with me.
I don't know how to do this. No, I don't know how to do this. You know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance. And that is the truth. When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing.
On the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Well, I'm never satisfied. Even when I see something that I've done and people say, oh, it was phenomenal. When I did Motown 25 and I did the moonwalk for the first time, I was backstage crying afterwards because I was unhappy.
You cried after Motown 25?
But then as I was walking to the car, there was this little boy, he was like 12, this little Jewish kid, and he said, you're amazing. Who taught you to ever dance like that? And for the first time, I felt I did a good job because I know children don't lie, and I just felt so good about it then.
You felt so good, you probably wanted to say,
I mean, you wanted me to do it.
I like you very much.
I get embarrassed. I'm sorry I get embarrassed.
We're going to come right back with more of Michael Jackson live. That was great. I love that. It was great.
I have something I want to tell you.
Advertisement, guys.
If you ever buy anything from
Got something
Apple,
I have to tell
you
you.
should use
Advertisement.
WikiBuy. It's a browser extension that automatically...
Yes, Michael. I'm not like other guys.
Of course not. That's why
Is this part of the interview?
No, I mean I'm different.
What are you
I
talking
mean, I'm gonna watch it.
about?
I mean, I love Thriller. That's dope. I never seen it yet. I ain't never seen this either. Oh, that's when he turned into that kid. That shit was dope. Michael Jackson, man.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
How about Uncle?
Look at that piece when we went to break there was because music videos used to just be people singing their song until you came along and changed music videos. Did you know when you first conceived your first one, that's what you were doing?
Yeah, the idea was to make something that was a story, so it had a beginning, a middle, and an ending. You could follow, like a mini movie. That's what I wanted to do. And that's what we did with Beat It and Thriller and Smooth Criminal and all those types of things.
So when you start to look at a piece of work or look at a piece of music, are you already thinking about how you're going to...
Sometime, yes. Yes, it's very true.
I wonder what it feels like. I will never know since I cannot sing one thing. But what it feels like to be on stage with a sea of people. One of the things that has impressed me in putting the pieces together for you is all around the world, the response to you is so incredible. I just wanted to for the rest of you in the world who haven't seen how people respond to Michael Jackson, to take a look.
People love the king of pop, bro. Look at that glove. Oh, you know they were fighting over that. As soon as I would have caught, I would have took off and running. All right, excuse me.
So when you're standing...
Another advertisement, guys. I know.
Too big to miss. Chloe and Halle. These sisters are here to do 3 things. The 2020 BET.
They's pretty girls.
There's a sea of people responding to you, screaming your name as they were. What does that feel like?
Love. You feel lots of love, and I feel blessed and honored to be able to be an instrument of nature that was chosen to give them that. What I give them, I'm very honored and happy about that.
An instrument of nature. That's an interesting way to describe yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you very spiritual?
In what sense?
I mean, do you meditate? Do you understand that there's something bigger than yourself at work here?
I believe in God, absolutely. Absolutely. Very much.
And I believe everybody comes to the world for a reason, I think.
Fast.
Most of us spend our lives trying to figure out what the purpose of our being here is. What do you think yours is?
My purpose? Oh boy, I think to give in the best way I can through song and through dance and through music. I mean, I am committed to my art. I believe that all art has as its ultimate goal the union between the material and the spiritual, the human and the divine. I believe that to be the reason for the very existence of art. And I feel I was chosen as an instrument to just give music and love and harmony to the world, to children of all ages, and adults and teenagers.
Do you think that by talking now, setting the record straight for yourself, that maybe people will be able to focus more attention on your music and not judge you for anything other than the kind of music that you play?
I would hope so. I would love that.
Well, I hope that comes out of this too. I'm also excited that the world is watching, and because the world is watching, we thought this was a good time to let the world see, the world you know how it starts on a piece of paper, quench my desire, and turns into that.
Well, give in to me. I wanted to write another song, that was kind of exciting and fun and had a rock edge to it, when I did Beat It and Black or White. And Slash, who is a dear friend of mine, we love animals and things like that. He wanted to play guitar, and I wanted him to play guitar on it. And we got together, and we went to Germany, and we shot this thing in just like 2 hours, really. We had no time at all to shoot it. We wanted it to be something exciting and fantastical and fans, and like it's a rock concert. And that's the result of.
You mentioned animals, and I know everyone's going to ask me when I leave here, where are all the animals? I said in the opening, I expected chimps to be jumping all over the living room, and I didn't see any. Where's Bubbles?
Well, the animals are everywhere. They're in their habitats. They're all over the ranch, and they come out in the daytime, and they play, and they jump around. They have their own playground in their area.
Why were you so fascinated by animals, do you think?
Because I find in animals the same thing that I find so wonderful in children, that purity, that honesty, where they don't judge you, they don't want anything from you, just to be your friend. And I think that's so sweet.
I do too. We'll be right back with Michael Jackson live. House around the world in his theater, and we asked ABC for 90 minutes. I don't think it was enough time. I think we've cleared up all the rumors, though. There are no chimps running around the house, no oxygen tank in the house. I don't know. Are you going to lay off the crotch a little bit?
Ask the music.
Ask the music. Will we lay off the crotch? Oh, we didn't get about the inauguration. Did you tell President Clinton that you had to be the only person there singing?
That is horrible. That is the stupidest, craziest story I have ever heard. I mean, why would I just want me? And nobody else could be on the show, just me. I mean, that's so stupid to me. I mean, it's crazy. That's not even in my heart. I would never say anything like that. Again, somebody made it up and the whole world believed it. It's so false. It's incredible.
What do you want most? What do you want the world to know about you most? I asked Liz that of you. What do you want them to know?
Like to be remembered for?
Well, not be remembered for. What about known for now? Forget remembered.
Oh, known for now. As to be an artist, a great artist. I love what I do, and I would love people to love what I do. And to be loved, I just simply want to be loved wherever I go, all over the world, because I love people of all races from my heart with true affection.
You know, Gene Siskel, who's a movie critic, asked me this question once, and I love the question. So I'm going to ask you. You're 34 years old. What do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure?
What do you know for sure?
Oh, boy. I'm still learning. I mean, life is an education for me. I can't say I know anything for sure.
Well,
I really believe that.
I can't thank you enough for letting us in, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. I love being here because it makes me feel like a child again. And one of the things I promised myself was when this interview was over, live around the world, I was going to go get on that Ferris wheel. That is exactly what I intend to do. I'm going to take off my blue shoes, and I'm going to ride on the Ferris wheel. I'm going to have a good time, have myself a little popcorn maybe, and maybe when it's all over, you'll teach me how to do the moonwalk when everybody's not watching. Maybe that'll be
That sounds good.
Yeah. This was fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Okay, guys, I want to start the video right here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, man. I really enjoyed this video, man. The king of pop, man. Rest in peace to the king of pop. And shout out to Oprah, too. That being said, N.S.G. gang, N.S.G. baby. Y'all stay well. God bless. Love y'all. See you on the next one. Bye.